In preparation for Illinois Texas Tech tonight, one of the most fun games of the young season here, Brad Underwood had a lot to say about the dynamic duo of the Red Raiders, JT Toppin and Christian Anderson. I'm about to play you about a minute long clip. This made its way to my timeline courtesy of Glenn Kinley. Shout out to Glenn. But I believe this was a great question from Evie York. Hope I'm saying her first name right. Evie York from the Daily Illini. So shout out to Evie for this question. Here's Brad Underwood speaking on what they're going to need to do to stop JT Toppin and Christian Anderson, and then comparing those two as a duo and the star power they bring to Purdue's star duo of All Americans. Here we go.
What are you looking for defensively to limit players like Toppin and Anderson tomorrow?
Prayer. No, you understand that when you face really good talent, they're going to make some baskets, and you don't want to give them the easy stuff. You want to make it hard. You want to make it stressed. You understand that they're capable of having big nights, but you don't want to do it because you're making mistakes. You want to have them earn it. So they're high frequency guys. They're going to be in a lot of action together. And it's a I compare it a little bit to Braden and Kaufman-Renn. They're gonna be in a lot of actions together. So you've got to understand that they're going to score points, and you've just got to make them very hard and not give them the gifts that you try and avoid.
All right. Interesting look at the approach mentally from Brad Underwood, how he views game plans and scheming up against players the caliber of JT Toppin, a front runner for National Player of the Year, and Christian Anderson, a breakout candidate that everybody loves. He started with the joke that just classic Brad Underwood. What are we going to need? Prayer. That's how we stop those two is prayer. But then he gave a much more serious, detailed answer, as you just heard, comparing it to Braden Smith and Trey Kaufman-Renn, and they're going to be in actions together. It's not all that different than that. Do you like that comparison? Do you see what he's going after here, comparing Anderson and Toppin to Braden Smith and Trey Kaufman-Renn?
I think I do see it. Just kind of putting it quite simply, I think a really fun, dynamic, good point guard and a really good, skilled scoring big. Truthfully. Now, Christian Anderson is not Braden Smith. Let's go ahead and get that out the way right now. It's close. JT Toppin is better than TKR. Let's get that out the way as well. But it's close. So I think that, do they provide something a little bit different than the two guys you mentioned? Yes, but at its core, it's an elite guard and an elite big. That is kind of the point I'm taking away from this. They do differ in a lot of ways that we can get into, but Brad's right on by saying that he's playing an elite point guard and an elite big in this basketball game. One of the better ones in the country at both positions. So yeah, I see what he's saying.
I do too. I do too. And I wanted to like nitpick this and kind of laugh at elements of it because it's not a perfect comp, but I think this is a good mental approach. Honestly, if I'm an Illinois fan, I think I would love like, oh yeah, we've prepared for stuff like this before. It's not going to feel all that different than like our preparation for Purdue in years past. Now, that does like make me look back at previous Purdue games. Like, how did it go when you compared or when you prepared for the duo last year? Well, you won by 8 at home. You had a pretty good game plan in that game. You outscored them mostly. Braden had 18, 9, and 12, and TKR had 29. So maybe that's the premise here is like Anderson and Toppin are going to get theirs. We know they're going to get theirs. It's more so about limiting other guys. And you look at last year, nobody else on Purdue really got going. Fletcher didn't hit a three in that game, and all the role players were in single digits. So that's the outlook to me. If that is what Brad is coming into this game with, it's like, okay, let's at least get a hand. Know these guys are going to score, but take away everything else. I think that gives Illinois a really good chance to win. The thing that I think is really transparent and funny, and I think why Brad is comparing these two, is something I've kind of joked about to you this offseason. I know you're a Texas Tech believer. I'm clearly not. The reason he's able to make this comp is that outside of those two, there's nothing else. That's to me, that's what Brad is saying here without saying it. He's like, yeah, I'd compare it to Braden and TKR. What was the dynamic with Braden and TKR last year in Purdue?
It was them too.
They're playing 3-on-5. Shout out to Fletcher Lawyer for being the third. But I mean, that was the story of the season was they had nothing at the 5 and nobody ready at the 2. So yeah, when you're worried about Purdue last year, all we got to do is scheme these two guys. My guess would be that's the approach with Texas Tech. With all due respect to Donovan Atwell, who can do a nice little Fletcher Lawyer impersonation. There's no one else on this Texas Tech roster that Illinois needs to be worried about. And I don't
Yeah.
think they are worried about them at all.
They should no, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. Because at the same time, this approach, they probably took that same type of approach when they played like a Duke, and then Sion James broke his foot off in their ass in MSG. So
Well, I think Duke's a lot more talented than Texas Tech.
that's very true. Also, it's not like Atwell isn't a guy that, is currently hitting like 6 or 7 threes a game.
Is he doing that?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
That plan's
In
not
his one game played?
two.
Oh, I thought they were down 4 starters in the opener.
No, Atwell played both games.
Oh, okay. Then why'd we call it down 4 starters? What was that?
Don't disrespect my Red Raiders. And I feel like Brad's now I didn't even see it that way. Now
Now
I
you
feel
think it's a
disrespected.
disrespect?
Yeah, I didn't even take it this way. Now I'm pissed. He's disrespecting my Raiders.
Well, hopefully Nolan Grove steps up and delivers for Texas Tech tonight.
There's an argument. There's an argument here.
What's the argument?
I didn't formulate it before I said that.
Meaning what?
Didn't formulate it before I said that.
So you have nothing? This is just a cop out?
Who's better, Boswell or Anderson?
Anderson.
You said that quite easily.
But Boz is playing amazing.
Boz is playing out of his mind right now.
And Boz is good enough defensively to really frustrate Christian Anderson.
And
For sure.
JT Toppin's obviously whatever big you put him against, he's better than that big.
I mean, no Tomovicic.
Right. Also Texas Tech might go big, so it might be like they do like Toppin at the 4, and then they put what's his name? Bamboy, the shot blocker from VCU at the 5.
Yeah.
I mean Toppin's better than Merck. All right. That does it for the sleepers.
No, okay,
segment.
I'm
That's
not gonna do
ridiculous.
that. I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do it.
Oh,
Not gonna do it.
No, you're doing it.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
You just did it.
I'm not gonna do it.
You're
Did
ridiculous.
freshman Draymond have any sort of games? Hold on. Let's look this back up. Freshman Draymond, what, 08?
Oh yeah, 08, 09, I think.
Oh, they don't have box scores on KenPom back in 08. That's crazy. I mean, 4th game of freshman Draymond season would have been UCLA, I think. Number 4 team in the country.
Really? You just remember that off the top of your head?
I'm looking it up on KenPom. They just don't have the box scores.
Oh, I mean, you could probably just find it like on.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm at the wrong year. So the first big game of Draymond's career was North Carolina.
Mhm.
Wednesday, December 3rd.
Mm.
That Carolina team had senior Tyler Hansbrough.
Hmm.
That's the same Carolina team they lost to in the national title game that year.
Hmm.
You know what happened in that game?
What?
North Carolina boat raced Michigan State 98-63.
What Draymond have?
I don't know. I don't have the box score in front of me.
Damn it.
But I guess my theory of like Merck's freshman Draymond, he might surprise you. Maybe that doesn't track here.
One thing I want to ask on this. You think even without Big T, Illinois is the better basketball team?
Yes.
Unequivocally.
I think they are deeper. I think they are not far off the talent level at the top at all.
Okay. So they're better. They are better basketball team
At home.
at home. So
Correct.
if they lose,
Uh-huh.
we'll have conversations about Illinois.
Yeah, I'll do the thing where I freak out and I'm off the bandwagon and I'm super negative on it. Yeah.
Okay, can't wait.
But they're not going to.
You want to make a bet?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely I do. I got Illinois winning this game.
Okay. What do you want?
I want you if Texas Tech loses this game, you have to be off the bandwagon for the year.
For the year?
For the year. You have to admit, nope, I didn't see it. I was wrong. Lawan Watts isn't even starting. I'm out. I'm out
For
on
the
my Red
year?
Raiders. They can't be your Red Raiders anymore.
Like for the rest of 2025?
Full season.
Damn, I should have just let that go and loopholed it.
Yep. This is for your rooting interest. And you can set the terms on my end. I got Illinois winning.
They're my Raiders, though.
Can't be a Red Raider if they lose this game. If you accept this bet.
No, here's the bet. Here's the bet. Because I'm not getting off my Red Raiders. I'm not allowing that. $50 Supers bonus on the line. Winner gets it.
Okay.
There's a deal.
I got Illinois. Okay.
I got Texas Tech.
All right.
Good deal.